go.
Yeah.
I wanna live like that. It is a beautiful one by Sidewalk Prophets. Live Like That is the title of the song. It is 39 minutes after 12 on 101.55. Why time flies when one is having fun?
I
Eh?
do not understand because we're about to have more fun right now in Pastor Days.
I'm telling you, oh God. So we're talking about it is Mom's Club as usual with Pastor Desiree today with the Pastor Desiree Ratter all the way from the state of Wentworth. Welcome back, Pastor Days. But before Pastor Days comes on, let's quickly go this way. Maybe your first time on Mom's Club. This is where we talk everything about raising up children and just having fun as moms. Sometimes we overlook the importance of spending time with ourselves as moms, rejuvenating, refreshing ourselves, and just
the importance of just not losing yourself.
Losing
in
yourself,
the process of being
yes.
a mom.
Okay, let's come back. Let's come back with more. Yes, at 40 after 12, Mom's Club right here. So today we are looking at the importance of taking care of ourselves as moms. The importance of not losing ourselves while raising up children. Lulu, you don't have kids, but I know you would know because you also have a mom, right? And you were once raised by a mom. One of the things that happened is sometimes our topic today is why you don't have to sacrifice everything to be a good parent. You know, you don't have to sacrifice everything. Sacrifice who you are, sacrifice you, and lose you in the meantime. And by the time the children are grown up, you don't know who you were. You still need to find yourself. And more than anything, there are those things that you used to do with other girls as a mom
that you gave up.
And all of a sudden you are no longer having fun as a mom, and the rest. So welcome to Pastor Desiree. Welcome to you once again.
Thank you.
So today, looking at moms, some of us as moms, we find ourselves sacrificing so much, and in the meantime losing ourselves. Why shouldn't it be so?
We got to make sure that we have time for ourselves.
Right.
We want to pour everything else onto our children and
Right.
into our children, and we forget that we are neglecting ourselves. And when you look again, you worn out, you tired, you have no energy.
Always in 90s and gowns.
Yes, and stockings on the head. But it's very important to be that Proverbs 21 mom. Balance, a lot of balance. Yeah.
And while you're there, Pastor Des, when you realize that you've actually sacrificed quite a lot as a mom, and you've stopped doing things that make you, how do you now rise up from that when you see yourself sinking into losing yourself, and you find yourself sinking into doubt and into like when you basically lose yourself? How do you rise from that while being a mom, especially while looking at how your children turned out to be great, but you're the one that's actually, I think, sinking?
Yeah, you gotta just tell yourself that I need to do it for me.
Right.
And it's very difficult. Like this morning, I went back on my walk after the whole year. So you gotta just do it.
You went back to?
On my walk.
All right. Your daily walk.
Almost 4Ks.
All right.
And it's for me.
And how does it feel?
Oh, look at my cheeks. I love them pink.
Glowing. Are you seeing the glow?
So for the moms out there,
Right.
you really got to take back, and you really got to rise up, and you got to step out,
Right.
and you got to step up,
Right.
and say, hey man, let me do it for me.
Right.
And it's a bit difficult sometimes to get back to where it was. It doesn't have to be like how it was, but it can. At least you can start working toward being that vibrant mom, full of energy and not burnt out.
Yes.
So it's up to you to take back yourself.
Your life.
In your life.
You know, again, there's a mom out there. She's got children. She's got a husband, and maybe even a career. And it's so difficult to juggle everything. You find that maybe, okay, let's take one for example who's at home on what you call, that would be as
a housewife.
No, not as a housewife, but they're at home for a while. You know, for 6 months or 2 years, someone will take leave.
Okay.
What they call
Maternity
it?
leave.
Maternity leave, yes, for like 2 years or something. But they find it hard to actually juggle in between. You know, being a wife on one hand and a mom, and they just find it heavy. How do you juggle the two, you know? All of a sudden I'm at home and I'm with kids and my husband comes back from work, and sometimes I find it difficult to nurse this,
cater to him while being...
cater to the husband while the kids are so demanding. And then sometimes there's can be problems there even in marriage, you know, that could spill out in marriage because I am finding difficulties in balancing.
Yeah, you have to make sacrifices. You know, for instance, me, sometimes I want to take on and clean the whole house myself.
Right.
And it's a lot of work. And you find out that if you get someone to help you, you know, it's so much easier. But the problem with a lot of us as mothers and women, we don't want to pay that little bit of extra to have that peace of mind, to have that comfort. I want to encourage, you know, the mothers out there, get help.
Right.
Don't you know, sometimes we can be superwoman, but we can be burnt, we burn right out, you know.
Right.
So get help, especially if you got children growing and it's interfering with your marriage. Get a helper.
I like that you mentioned that, Lulu. You know why, Lulu? Because I always say that as well, especially when it comes to, there are things that a helper can do for you.
Yes.
But there are things that a helper can't do for you.
Yes.
For example, a helper can clean your house, can make your house shining, sprinkling, like, you know, sprinkles shining. But your helper can't be a wife to your husband.
Yes.
That is your part.
Yes.
Which means if you get a helper, as you say, Pastor Dave,
you can focus on
on serving your husband.
Yes.
Or you know, serving
Or your
spouse.
children.
And your children.
Yeah.
You
More
know.
time.
So I like that. The importance of getting the helper. It's not a bad thing.
No,
Don't
it's
be
not a
proud
bad
to
thing.
say you need help.
Yes, but
Right.
our problem is that we want to save every penny. I can do it. I can do it.
Why should I pay someone when I can?
Yes. And I've really learned, you know what? Just step aside and
Relax.
get that extra help.
Yes.
And you will see a whole lot difference. you know?
Right.
Yeah, just spend that little bit of money
Yes.
and it will be a great reward for you.
For you.
Yes.
So you won't be burnt out when it comes to being a wife to your husband and a mom to your children.
Yes.
Wow. I hope, let her who has an ear hear what the Spirit is saying.
No, I mean, it's important to split duties. You know, you feel like, okay, you don't have a lot on your plate really, because like you said, Malungi, a helper can't really be a wife, can't really be a mother. So in the department that they can handle, leave that to them. And you can do
the
rest
other part.
without feeling burnt out, without losing yourself in the process, because you're
That's
so
true.
overwhelmed with so many things that you have to do, you don't even know where to start. So I really think people should invest, and helpers are not really that bad.
No,
Especially
not
if they
at
come
all,
in
not at
for a
all.
day. And
Just
you know,
get a good one.
a good
Yes,
one
a good
that'll
one.
come in like 3 times a week, and the other days it won't even be that bad to clean up.
Yes.
And make sure it's a good one.
Yeah, definitely, because hey, from what we've seen,
No comment,
Yeah.
Lulu. 48 minutes after 12. Which brings us to the fun times. Many a times we have play dates for our kids, and we organize play dates for them, you know, with that friend. Okay, this Saturday you're having a play date with so and so, that Saturday, you understand? But little do we have our fun times or our own play dates. And in this one, I would say with other girls. How important is having those fun times with other girls without your kids, and not feeling any condemnation about it, or any guilt, you know, oh, my kids are not here, oh no, you know, how important is that?
It's very, very important.
Right.
You know, you say that. I was just speaking to my husband and a friend of mine, and I was saying, you know what, I would like to organize on a Friday or a Saturday late afternoon, just a ladies' club.
Yeah.
Not intercession, not prayer meeting.
Right.
Just come and let's just sit and let's just lay, you know, open our hair and just lay back.
Right.
And just enjoy one another's
And be
company.
served. And be served?
Well, you have to serve yourself. But I'm saying us as women, as mothers, we need that. And what you said earlier with our kids having play dates, work around that. So when your kid is gone or kids are gone, you've already got your dates where you're going to meet a friend for a cup of coffee or a bunny chow, like, you know, like bunnies, you know. So organize that, and then everyone is getting equally seen too. There's no frustrations.
That is so true. But is that a bad thing? Because I'm, as a mom, Lulu, may think, I feel guilty every time I leave my kids, you know. I feel guilty every time I have a helper, you know. I mean, as the olden days moms will say, we vila. You are lazy. You are just a lazy girl. You have to clean your own house. You have to take care of your own husband, take care of your own home, and make sure you cook. You know.
But believe it or not, Malungi, I found that some kids actually want that for their moms. You know, you hear some kids that are grown enough to say, Mom, you know what? I'll handle everything. Go out. Mom, I've booked a spa. Mom, I think as kids grow up, they realize the importance of actually letting their moms go back to doing the things that they used to do before they had kids.
But only a few kids actually
can actually. That's the unfortunate part.
So let's come back to that part, Pastor Des. Is that a bad thing, though? You know, speak to a mom out there who's feeling guilty, saying, no, man, I can't leave my kids. I can't go on a fun time. No, what fun time? I'll have to have my fun time with my kids. The importance of them, just going out there, and that is okay.
Yeah, some moms, they're so attached to their children that they don't want to leave them with anybody. Okay, in our day and age, you know, there is some truth to that. But, you know, we got to let go.
That's true.
You have to let go. Because if you do that, you actually doing good for your children, because you can better listen to them, you can better sit and enjoy them, because you've been refreshed. You know, so the moms out there need to let go, you know, and just say, you know what, it's my time now, and even an hour, just an hour, you know, will do a whole world good.
That is so true. You know, you're reminding me, just a few weeks ago, my son was on camp, you remember, and so you would think that they are missing you, and they were
and they're actually thinking of you.
And they're actually thinking of you, only to find out that no, they are not. They're having fun. All you hear from the video that they're sending is, hi mom, hi dad, hope you're having fun without us around there. You know, have fun, see you soon. You know, so I agree with you. There are times as moms that we think, okay, without I just wanna, you know, but kids think the other way.
Without feeling guilty. They don't even feel guilty.
They don't even feel guilty. They feel like I'm having fun. I'm going to see my mom and dad soon.
But right now it's my time.
Right now I'm having a great time. And now let's come back to, because we've seen this, whereby as moms we sacrifice everything, and then the kids grow up, and then we end up having lost ourselves in the, you know, in this mission of raising up kids. We lose ourselves. Sometimes we even lose our husband. And now, all of a sudden, the kids are gone out of the house. The nest is empty. And you are left with this man, and you are wondering, who is this man? You've lost the relationship of the marriage, the marriage relationship in the marriage, and you've lost yourself as a mom. And now you're not sure what to do. Now you become that mom behind your kids. Hey, how are you doing? How did you sleep? Morning and night. When are you gonna come see me? Talk about that.
Don't become that mom. That is giving all the attention to your children and neglecting your husband, because the day will come when the children are gone, and then you've missed out so much time with your husband, because you've poured all that into your children, and now they're gone. They're not really concerned about you. It's just hi now and again, and they're moving on with their husbands and their children. You know, so let us be that proverb woman that has so much balance,
so many caps, and yet gracefully
gracefully,
changing
yes.
them.
So and she had her handmaidens too. She had maids, you know. So let's be very wise, so that your marriage does not suffer.
Right.
You know, while growing up your children. Let's do it together, husband and wife. Let's do it together, and send the children off to the grandparents or to your sisters if you need to, and go for that night out and invest in your marriage. You know, then you'll be better parents to take care of your children.
Right.
And they will see this is how mom and dad do it. They'll take that into their marriage.
And even when they're gone, when the nest is empty,
yes,
we'll still be able to.
Oh yes,
Right.
my nest is empty, and oh my husband and I, if any opportunity we have, we're gone. We're gone.
You see, so you know the work is done. You've raised your children,
Right.
but back home you still have a healthy marriage.
But you know what, Lulu? When my children were at home with me, we did that. We would go out. We would take a night out.
Right.
You
And
know?
you would leave the children.
Yes, we would
behind.
ask my mother to come, and,
Yes.
and as they got bigger, they could take care of themselves. But we would
Right.
still do that.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And
Then
so,
that keeps the marriage intact.
yes,
Right.
it brings balance around the circle, husband, wife, and children.
Right.
It brings balance, you know.
Right.
So yeah, it's very, very important to be a wise proverb woman.
Proverbs 31.
Yes.
If you need that helper, get her. Go.
Get it, and don't be shy to spend a little money for your comfort, for your gain.
All right.
You know, for
I like
your
that.
sanity.
All right.
Don't hold back. You know.
Right.
Let it go. Spend that money, and you will really be blessed.
Amen.
You know, with peace.
You know, it's so true, because you find some moms burned out,
Burnt out.
literally burned out.
Mm-hmm.
They have to make sure that the husband is well taken care of, the kids are taken care of, but themselves, you know. So going back to those fun moments, create those fun moments.
Yes, create them, and then you're so burnt out that you're going to bed with socks and a gown and rubbing bigs on you. So
You're not sure if you had a bath yet.
no, because you don't want nothing else to happen because you're so burnt out.
56 minutes past the hour of 12 with Pastor Des on
bless
the
the Lord.
Brunch to Lunch Speaking Everything Moms Club. As we wait for them to recover from that one.
Okay, the soap one, the stocking, right? I'm sure some women are like, ouch, Pastor Desiree, and some are saying, oh no, that's not me.
Yes.
Wow, thank you so much, Pastor Des. I wish we could continue, but because of time, at 1 o'clock, Mr. is coming with the full bulletin at 1 o'clock, and right after the word of the Lord with Pastor Mervyn Naidu. Thank you so much, Pastor Des. Thank you for spending this time with us. Well, ladies, take off the stockings.
And
Take off that stocking and the gown and the socks, please. I mean, you know, and
spend that little
spend
cash
it.
to get a helper,
A
you know, so that
helper.
you can be comfortable.
That's so
Yes.
true. Yes, if you have to do that, do it. And of course, fun moments are so important, so that we don't get burnt out and then we just lose ourselves in the process. Lastly, what is your advice to all moms